Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro to bring you another exciting guest. Now this time we're gonna bring into the show our Italian friend Emanuele Fiore. He's a real estate broker based in the Hamptons and working with one of the most successful teams in the whole nation, Serhan team. And I gotta tell you, he has a very interesting story as a successful former model and also financial advisor. So he's gonna tell us all about the different qualities that has taken him to where he is today.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Io Emanuele Fiore Today we are live with you.
There you go. How are you, my friend? All good?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I gotta ask you, you are in the Hamptons. You are having this unique Italian vibe. You don't find that often in the Hamptons. And I think that has differentiated you among all the different real estate brokers that are more old school in the Hamptons. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, especially in the Hamptons. I mean, the Hampton market is completely different, actually. The niche market compared even to New York, even though the same clients you have in New York are kind of the same that are in the Hamptons, but it's definitely a more conservative group of people. And what I'm experiencing, I mean, what differentiates me, obviously I'm Italian, so I bring a little bit of a European style to the American crowd, and they love it. And also the way to negotiate things is a bit different. But what we're experiencing in the Hampton, I mean, right now it's kind of a strange time for the Hampton, meaning Hampton always comes a bit after. Hampton had a big spike during COVID because everybody wanted to leave the city to go enjoy more spaces and more outdoor space and luxury homes and not being secluded in a small apartment. So they had this huge spike up in market prices. Obviously now this year is the first year that people are actually traveling because 2 years ago, they started traveling. Last year, unfortunately, they started the war and prices of airfare, they were more expensive. So this year is actually the year I'm experiencing that the Hampton is, I mean, there are a bit more, there are less people in the Hampton, let's say. And there is also less demand and request for rentals and for sales. And so they're experiencing a bit of downtrend, but we're still on the top of the wave. It's the beginning of the downtrend. Instead, in New York, it's completely the opposite. New York comes before the Hampton. It's also a different market. There are more, there is a depreciation in price that are from, Hampton is all about luxury. You know, if you buy in the Hampton or if you're renting in the Hampton, you're definitely a wealthy person. So it's a kind of a different market. In New York City, instead, you can have, even though it's a luxury market as well, you have a little bit of more. So New York City, actually, I'm experiencing a different, I think we are almost at the bottom and we are about to catching up the first wave of the bull market in real estate. So I'm playing a lot with financial tools, and I always say, I always look at the stock market to predict what real estate will do in a 6 month ahead of it.
Right,
so
that's good.
Stock market always kind of predict what the other sector they will be doing 6 to 9 months after that. So right now the stock market, we see we are officially in a bull market. I was saying this already 3 months ago. Nobody was believing, you know, it's just a fake rally on a downtrend. Instead, we are really up over 20% from the bottom. And I think this trend will keep going up. I mean, obviously not in a straight line, down and up. And the stock market is so much higher than last December. I truly believe real estate will start doing so. In fact, I see in New York City that people are starting to listing their property for sale at a higher price. All those people that they were renting before, that they were hold on their property, because in New York City people they have the buying power to hold on their property and not sell it at the bottom. So they were renting for a couple of years and now finally they are listing it again. And so if we are able to catch up this first wave of selling apartment at a slightly higher price, I think as a seller, you're doing a great job. If you wait a bit longer, then when everybody, now it's time to sell, when everybody starts to say it's time to sell, everybody put their apartment on the market, and then
And
prices,
then,
because there is more supply,
yeah,
prices have to adjust again, and we start the downtrend.
very, very
Yeah,
interesting, all the points that you're mentioning. And I believe that it's so important to educate yourself from a financial standpoint, because sometimes
yeah,
we see a lot of people in real estate that they educate themselves a lot about real estate,
yeah,
but they are not making the, I guess, effort, right, to
yeah,
educate themselves on the financial aspect. And
yeah.
you have a great background on it, so it's very good to look it
I
up in that
Yeah,
standpoint.
I really think to understand in every sector, from cars, watches, you know, we're talking about luxury, you know, vintage car, luxury watches, financial market, real estate. I think to understand each sector, you have to go back and look at the macroeconomic of everything, because one sector is a domino effect, will lead to the uptrend or downtrend of the other sector. Because at the end of the day, people that have money, they have to park money somewhere where this money generates other money. So if they don't put in bonds, they put in stock. If they don't put in stock, they put in real estate, they put in cars.
Exactly.
So right now, I think it's a great time still to buy, and it's a great time to prepare the seller to start preparing their mindset of selling, because I think there are still another 3 months of still good time to buy, because if you think about it, there is I was thinking, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I lost the point. Anyway,
Let me ask you this, Emanuele.
yeah.
Let me ask you this, because
No,
you're currently.
I remember
Okay.
the 25% basis point on interest going up. I think there is another interest hike up. Once this finish, which will be soon and will last 3 months, then everything will start to go up. The moment interest rates go down, every sales price will spike up. So we are still in this limbo moment where it's still great to buy, but I think it's really time to start selling it in New York, preparing to sell.
Right. No, very good. And I agree with you. It's a matter of understanding the financial situation and making adjustments and educating your buyers and sellers on what's the best situation for their assets in real estate. Now, for you, right, as a broker, you're currently in Ibiza. You just mentioned that a lot of the people that usually buy in the Hamptons or that own real estate in the Hamptons, they're currently traveling. So is it also something important as a real estate broker to get yourself out there, not just to have fun, but to also connect with your clientele in a lifestyle level?
Definitely. I mean, remember that we are over 6,000 real estate agents in New York City, and there are about 5,000 licensed new real estate agents in New York City every single year. Out of those 5,000, after 2 years, probably 50 they last. So what's the point of this? The point is that there is so much to be chosen outside. Like, you can choose literally from so many other agents. So what can differentiate you? Remember, when a client chooses you, doesn't choose you mostly for your expertise, I hope so. But the first approach, they always have to like you. If they don't like you as a person, and if they don't like your lifestyle, they don't, especially in the luxury market, you know, you want to have the best personal trainer because it's kind of a flex. You want to have the best real estate agent because it's a flex to have, to talk to your friends. Oh yeah, I have that guy. And that guy is a brand, because right now, when you're an agent, you build your brand. And so it's like wearing a Rolex, let's say. Oh, I use Emanuele Fiore. Great. Now I look cool because Emanuele Fiore now is cool in Mykonos at the table at Scorpios and hang out with all my billionaire friends. So, you know, the lifestyle, I think, is a big part of the success of a real estate agent.
So it's important that you keep on building your brand. And we've always talked about this, right? Like, personal branding is so important. A lot of people just focus on building their company brand, but they forgot about their personal brand. So tell us a little bit about how you've been building your brand, and what are some of the, I guess, key elements that are important in that same.
Well, first of all, I mean, speaking about the brokerage brand, I work with Serant. So Ryan Serant, already everybody knows, is like a guru of real estate, self-made. And so just starting with that, you literally start on a good note. In fact, I changed and went through him, with him, because his brokerage firm gave me the tools to create better my brand in terms of marketing materials. Let's talking about technicality in real estate, for example. with Serand, I'm capable of providing to my client not only the typical photo and floor plan that everybody does, but I can do the 3D video, I can do the YouTube video where I talk about the feature point of the apartment. And then this YouTube video go on my YouTube channel, on my podcast, on Ryan Serand podcast, on the Serand Brokerage podcast. So the moment you list your property, everybody will know, because between my follower, his follower, and all these channels that we're using, not talking about TV shows that, you know, he's an expert on it. So the branding already starts from that. I'm giving my seller the tools to have their property streamlined everywhere.
I want to ask you, you know, out of everything that you've done and with every different concept that everyone has, what is really luxury to you?
In real estate or in life? Or
in life. In life, what is for you luxury?
Well, that's a good question. Luxury is doing whatever you want, when you want, with who you want, I think.
Oh, there you go. I love that. Yes, of course.
Yeah. In real estate, luxury in real estate is not even about money. It's being able to create your home within 4 walls. If you feel home within those 4 walls, this is luxury. You have to feel it. You have to feel home. I'm not talking about investment property. I'm talking about property where you're living. Could be a studio if you make it cute with a nice design, with a nice vibe, in a neighbor you like. This is luxury. You don't need to have 10 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms.
I like that a lot. No, great answer, by the way. Very deep answer. I love that. And look, listen, I know that you've been going through a lot of different scenarios throughout your career. So if you had to ask your younger self anything, what would it be?
An advice that I would give, start doing what you like at the early age. And start doing what you like right away. I know it's difficult because myself too, to understand what you like. Sometimes you have to go through 10 jobs to understand that you don't like them, and then you change it. But if you can, same way again, financial market, if you start early doing what you like and what could be good for you in the future, just do it boldly, and don't settle down for something comfortable. Go out of your comfort zone. I came from Italy, I went all the way to America. You know, I don't have to tell you all my story because it's a similar story to many people that started from nothing. So we all know that, but be bold, just be brave, and do what your feelings are. And another thing that I didn't tell you, I just want to tell to all brokers out there, is that right now with the Instagram era, everything looks so glamorous and chic and amazing, and everybody wants to be a real estate broker because they see you just post a selfie on a beautiful mansion in Miami, and then you sell a $20 million home and you make $1 million commission, you're rich tomorrow. It's not like that. I'm creating content to get clients. I'm not creating content for content in my personal case. So, okay, branding, okay, content, but if you are not knowledgeable, you're not going so far.
So true, and I'm glad that you're sharing that, because that's a point that a lot of people, you know, fall into that darkness place, right, where they feel like everybody's doing so amazing, and then they fall into the trap of having to showcase also that they're doing great, but in reality they're not. So you invest more time on doing that rather than studying and getting better.
One time there was this saying, oh, I know many rich people, so I should be a real estate broker, you know. Now there is still that, but the second one, oh wow, I have so many followers, so I should be a real estate broker. I just post the selfies on the pool. So these two factors, they are not the reality.
Well, listen, my friend, I know you are in Ibiza, so I want you to continue enjoying, also handling whatever work you have. If people want to reach out to you or contact you, what's the best way to do it? Through Instagram?
Well, Instagram. I have also opened an Instagram page recently, Emanuele Fiore team, my phone number and my email, efiore@serand.com.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. So everybody, please make sure to follow him. Any questions, please reach out in anything regards to Hamptons. Thanks again, my friend, for joining us. We'll be posting this all across social media, and want to make sure that we'll stay in touch. Anything you need on our end, we're here to help. So thanks again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.